Donald Trump held a joint press conference with Erdogan, the president of Turkey. And during the conversation, there was a statement about how important Turkey is as an ally of the United States. Now, before we get to this clip, I just want to remind you that Donald Trump had a phone conversation with Erdogan, and immediately following that phone conversation, he decided to pull US troops out of northern Syria, which essentially paved the way for Turkey to launch a military operation into northern Syria against our Kurdish allies. Those Kurdish allies helped us defeat ISIS, and they were also keeping guard of ISIS fighters in prisons near that area. So Donald Trump making that decision was a very bad decision, and there was a lot of blowback because of what our NATO ally, Turkey, had done in that case. With that said though, get a load of how Trump talks about Turkey in this next clip.
Turkey has the second largest armed forces in NATO after the United States. And they're a very strong second, I might add. And I'm pleased that Turkey has been steadily increasing its defense spending and is very close to the 2% of GDP range, unlike many of the other countries. At this moment, there are 8 out of the 28 countries that are current in terms of their obligation financially. Turkey has made a vital contribution to NATO's resolute support mission in Afghanistan, and its partnership was important to our destruction of the ISIS caliphate. In fact, just recently when we took out al-Baghdadi and take him out, we did. Turkey knew that we were going over certain areas. They were very, very helpful. We appreciate that very much. Good for both countries. We really appreciate it.
So understand what Trump is saying here. Now, Turkey went against the US's interests in going after our Kurdish allies who helped us defeat ISIS. And all Trump is saying here is, well, you know, our NATO ally who went against our best interests, they're paying their fair share into NATO, 2% GDP. And then he goes on to trash our other NATO allies, I'm assuming European allies, who he believes aren't paying their fair share into NATO.
Right. First of all, my favorite part, of course, was they're in second, a very strong second. Okay, is there somebody in a weak third? Okay, so like he has to make everything goofy. He just can't. They wrote down the notes for him. You can tell he's reading. He's like, they're in second. Oh, I didn't know that. But in strong second. Okay, just say the notes. Just say the notes. Move on. Okay, this is like not a good press conference for you. You guys, you let these guys go into northern Syria, take out the Kurds. Your answer for why you let them do that was, well, the Kurds weren't there for us at Normandy. Oh, okay, God. That's literal. That's literal, right? Just get through it. Get through it. And they're gonna ask you about impeachment. Just in, out, right? Yeah, but he can't help himself. He just gotta keep digging, right? So they're very strong. I like them. Good partners. And I did you notice that like when we got al-Baghdadi, we told Turkey that we're gonna fly over certain areas. Over Turkey? No, but over certain areas. So how did they help? Strong second.
It's just, it's so ridiculous. And look, I mean, what motivates Donald Trump to make the types of decisions that he does? I mean, you have longstanding allies. In some cases, we're talking about European allies. In other cases, when it comes to trade, we're talking about Canada. And he has no problem trashing them as if they've been doing us wrong, right? They've been stiffing us. And then he talks about Turkey, which again, went against our best interests, went against our foreign policy interests. And he's like, they're paying 2% of their GDP into NATO. They're paying their fair share. They're current on their financial obligations. Everything to him is about money. It's all about deals. It's all about financing. It's all about, you know, the tit for tat when it comes to funds. That's it.
Yeah, the anonymous book is coming out soon, and one of the things that they said is Trump said about when the Saudis chopped up Jamal Khashoggi, a columnist for the Washington Post. He said, "What am I supposed to do? Like go against Saudi Arabia, and then oil is going to go to $150? I'm not stupid. I'm not going to do that. Money, 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 money. That's the only thing he cares about."
Well, let's give you a little more evidence into that. Here he is talking about how much Turkey helps the United States out.
Key to our security collaboration is our trade defense and military equipment program. American foreign military sales to Turkey total many billions of dollars, and Turkey supplies component parts to many American defense programs. They make parts of the frame, as an example, for the F-35.
I also want to just quickly note that Turkey went against sanctions that we had and bought a missile defense system from Russia.
Yeah.
So
is that the bug or is that the feature for Donald Trump? And speaking of money, John Bolton, in a recent speech, according to several witnesses, said he thinks that Trump made a deal with Turkey because of personal financial interests. So that's who your president is. God help us. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.